Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we are going to talk about the application side of it. Now, to give you just a little bit of background on the architecture side of front. So let's just say this is the default application. Now, default application will have its own application directory, and within that you will have a var file, and within that you will have something called a web folder. Under that, most of the time security configurations will be defined under the web.xml. Now, application will have a role specifying for that. Okay, for example, an application itself is so complex that it may have one user trying to log into that application to do some development activity. Another user will be logging into the application to do some stocking information, like to note about the stocks and other variety of operation. Another user will be logging to the application to see, to visualize or to see what is the current status of that application's performance, or how this application is utilizing the stock counts or anything like that. Okay, so likewise, if you can create applications can create multiple level of authentication, and it can give different kind of servlets or different kind of views for each application. Okay, now all those are called roles. Okay, so these roles are defined in this level. I'll show you from the console. I'll show you from the command line also. Now, how are you going to control that? You're going to control it from WebSphere. So as we have defined the groups and users over here, we can assign those groups and users for this particular application roles. And the moment you tag them, only those people who is part of that group or users, normally this groups, will be able to access those particular roles. Now, I'll show you that how it is done. So when you go over here to your administrator console, when you go to the deployments and enterprise application, you will see your enterprise application, within which you will have something called security rules to users and group mapping. When you click on that, you see that there is a role called all role. So there is no classification like that for this application. This application seems to be very straightforward, having only one role over here. Now there is a servlet for this. We don't know the servlet. So it's better to check the web.xml. So there is one way of checking the web.xml. You can actually go to manage module and then go to the default application. And then you can see, I guess here, view deployment descriptor. And then you can actually see that. So this is the same item. So you can see all role over here. And this is for Snoop servlet, all authentication for servlet user. Okay, so now this is for the protected application. So there will be something protected. This one will protect something. Okay, all rules is again repeated over here. So let's just see protected area of Snoop. So this is for Snoop slash and this one. Okay, so let's just try to hit this particular area and see if this is like protected. But before we do that, I want to show you where it is in the command line as well. So if you just go to your application, if you go to your application location, OPT, IBM, WebSphere, application profiles. Now remember, when I'm not going inside the DMGI profile, because DMGI will not have any application deployed on it. I have to go to the app server node where the application is installed in the installed apps. And within that, I will have the cell name, the application name, the var file name. So this is the web application var file, web folder. So once I'm in this folder, I will see the web.xml file. So this is the main configuration folder for all your servlets, how your applications are designed. So within which you will see all scope. So what operations it can do. Okay, on the security constraint, it tells you what is this web resource constraint, and it talks to you about what is the web resource name and description of it, and then what are the patterns which is secured under it. So there are two patterns which is secured in /snoop and /servlets. Okay, so the moment you enable authentication, right, so this will start asking for authentication. Okay, so now let's go over and try to browse this application from here. So when I just give a control enter, maybe I need to restart the JVM. Okay, I'll just do a quick restart of the JVM, see if it comes back up, and then we can do this operation. I'll pause the video and pause it once it's completed. All right, so now that I've restarted the JVM, let's just try to browse the application. See, this is up actually. I'm not sure why this is not started. It says it's going to be started because it's already up. Not sure. They should change. So let's just try to browse it. Okay, so now this is new behavior over here. It's asking for username and password. See if you just give dev, see if it works. I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like it's not working. So let's just cancel that. So you can see that it's an error coming up. Let's go to the application, go to the EAR file, and then go over to the security rules and groups and select this map groups. Search for all the groups, add the dev group over here. Click on OK. Click on OK here as well. Then review the changes. Again, restart the JVM again one more time. But I'm not sure what's happening with the server JVM. So let's just get to this and try to investigate. Logs, server name, day-life system output log. Okay, seems to be some error. It says like credentials cannot find the credential. Okay, so it's saying that it's not able to find the credential because we're not assigned one. So what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry about that. So let's just kill the JVM and start it back again because it's not coming back up. So this is the process ID. All right, so let's just see if we are able to start the JVM again, or if it's already started. Oh, it's not started. So let's just do a tail-F. Okay. System is a bit slow. That may be the reason why the logs are not updating so fast. Yeah, it's starting now. So just bear with me because the system just gets very slow when it's processing a lot of data and it's a laptop. So you should understand that. Just no error so far. There's an error about TCP binding fail. Oh, it's connecting to the other host. It's not able to connect to the other host because the host is down. That's why it's just throwing out an exception. So far so good. Okay, it started for e-business. This is the word I'm looking for, and there's no errors while starting up the application. So let's just load our website. See what happens this time. It's loading. Dev, enter. And see if it loads the content. Oh no. Something's wrong. It's not able to load the application. Okay, it is throwing some exception. Okay, this is about 131, so this is the other server. That's all right. So I'm just going to troubleshoot and come back to you. So what I've discovered so far is that the node is not getting synchronized. So if I could just go to the node level, the configuration is not getting synchronized for the app server. So now it has even gone to question mark state, even though the node agent is available and running. So there seems to be some issue towards it. So you can see that the node agent is running, but it's not getting synchronized. There seems to be some error while synchronizing it. I'm working on it. I'll just get back to you when I find something. I got a clue. Maybe I should have configured this with vasadmin rather than the test user. That may be one of the reasons why it's not getting populated, because it doesn't have proper permission. That's why it is throwing up an error. So I'm just going to do the same configuration using the vasadmin. So I logged out from test. I've logged into vasadmin, because if you see that, it talks all about the test user. No entry found. So I'm just thinking that must be the reason for it. So let me just regroup this, research it, and then remove this and re-add this particular entry back into your application. So that's what I'm planning to do right now. So first thing is that I want to see if these users are there. So I'm just going to go to manage groups. I have those groups over here. Group roles, and I see both the group roles over here. Right. So I see that it's deployed to a deployer group. That's completely fine. This looks perfect to me. User roles are there. So let's just go to the application, see if you can just select the user roles here, manage it. It's already there. So now going to synchronize. Oh, it just did. Okay, so the problem was like I was trying to do it on the wrong user. You should do it from the VAS admin. So the moment I did it on the VAS admin, it looks fine. Now is this error gone? Okay, error is gone. Now it's synchronized. Well, let's just restart the JVM and let's get it done. Okay, so we may have to kill it back again or stop it from command line. It's just better to kill it. Kill F9, search for JVM process ID, and then have that started. So this should fix our problem. As I was doing with the test user, it doesn't have a proper permission, because administration work should be done for the administrative user. So that's the problem. So that would be rectified. So if you want to have a user, anyways, we'll talk about that once the server comes back up. So we'll just use the dev user and try it out, and then we'll talk about it. Just bear with me. All right, so the server has come back up. Let's just try to access the URL one last time. See if it works now. Oh, wow. So it works fine, because I think it may have used the same authentication which we did earlier. Let's try with this one, see if it asks. Okay, it asks. We'll give test first, and then it works. But why is it working? That's a question I have in my mind, because the test user, it's taking it as test user. So let's just try to do it one more with some random username. Blah, blah. It's not working. Let's try with dev1. Yeah, it works with dev. But the question I have is why it's working with test. It's not supposed to work with test, as the test is not the username which we are supposed to be working with. So now the server is up. Let's just go to the application, see the status of the applications. Application seems to be down. How is that possible? I'm just going to go to the console, see if there's any error. So it says like password check, no principal found for blah blah. Okay, that's okay. So this is fine. What would test? Okay, so as the user test is in the administration operator privilege, so it is letting you in. So you can see the role-based authorization check fail for admin auth operation. So which just tells you about that. Okay, and it's interesting. Let's go over here. Let's see what we have given. It's given for the dev group only. So let's go over to this groups management. Test has all the privileges. Let's go back to the application once. I want to check it one thing. It says all authentication application realm. So here it's like none. So all application authentication realm is the one. Okay. I may have to check this and get back to you why it's working for the test user, even though test is not part of it. So we have to select admin security manager as well. That may be the reason why it's not given us the privileges what we had with the VAS admin. So let's see now if I get the same privilege. Okay, so I've given everything for this particular group. Let's log out and log in as test. See if you're able to see those users, because I had this question. I wanted to try this before. Yeah, so let's just go to global security users and groups. Sorry. I should see everything now. Yeah, it works fine. So the mistake I made was when I created this test group, I didn't select admin security manager. That caused all this problem, and that made this problem about this particular stuff. But anyways, the one thing which I have to come back to you on why the application is working on that test user, because we have given only one user for that. Let me try VAS admin and see if it works. It's supposed to work. Still logging in as a dev user, even in incognito as well. All right, so just you know how to do this. Let me put an update video on this later point of time. Once I understand this, why the test user is getting through, but then it should generally not get through. So only dev user should get through. I'm not sure why the test user is also getting through. But anyways, I'll post an update video on that later point of time, and maybe I just need to restart the server one more time until the application shows up. So maybe I'll try to give a last shot by restarting the server. Cannot be stored with node agent. It's not active. Okay. So maybe I'll just restart the node agent once from the beginning. I'll unpost the video once that is completed. I'm restarting the node agent, I'm restarting the JVM. So it is always advisable that when you do any configuration on security, just restart the node agent and the server. Sometimes you may have to restart the DMGR also, but as of now, we're not working with a DMGR profile or application. So that is very simple. But when you're dealing with the application, right, you need to make sure the application is running as well. So just try to restart it, see if there is any error while the startup. So I'm just restarting the node agent now. Okay, after restarting the node agent, it seems to be synchronizing fine. So I'm just starting up the JVM as well. The one thing I noticed why it was logging into dev is that I had a duplicate window for incognito mode open already. So that may be the reason why it's sharing the session. So now I've closed all the incognito windows. So now let's just give a fresh try once this comes back up. So I'm just waiting for the JVM to come back up. All right, so now the server came back up. Let's just try to browse it with the incognito mode, see if the website works. I'm typing dev and accessing the application. The application seems to be working fine. There seems to be no issues with the application, so that's one way of accessing it. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you understood how to apply application security on your WebSphere console. I'll see you on the next video on disabling this when you don't have access to your administrative username and password. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.